The city of Lagos is a place of noise, of shimmering glass skyscrapers that touch the clouds, and sprawling slums that hug the blackish waters of the lagoon. In this city of extremes lived a man whose name was whispered in both the corridors of power and the stores of the marketplace. Adebayo Falade. Adebayo was a billionaire whose wealth was as vast as the Atlantic Ocean. He owned shipping lines, oil blocks, and telecommunication giants. He was young, handsome, and carried himself with the cold, detached elegance of a man who had seen everything and felt nothing. But for all his riches, Adebayo had a peculiar habit that kept the city's gossip mills spinning. Adebayo Falade would only eat food cooked by a blind woman. It did not matter if the chef was trained in the finest culinary schools in Paris or had a Michelin star to their name. If they had their sight, Adebayo would not touch their food. He claimed that sighted people cook with their eyes, worrying about colors, plating, and the superficial beauty of a dish, while their hearts were full of greed, envy, and distractions. The eyes are the windows to the soul, Adebayo would say during his rare interviews, but they are also the doors through which deceit enters the kitchen. For 3 years, Yetunde had been his cook. She was elderly and had lost her sight to glaucoma decades ago. Her food was legendary. When she pounded yam, the rhythm was like a heartbeat. When she stirred her efforiro, the aroma could wake the ancestors. But Yetunde had passed away in her sleep, leaving the billionaire's kitchen cold and his heart even colder. The news of Yetunde's death sent Adebayo into a dark spiral. He grew thin. He became irritable, firing 3 secretaries in a single week. His fiancée, Teniola, a high society interior designer whose skin was the color of expensive caramel and whose heart was as hard as a diamond, was losing her patience. Adebayo, this is ridiculous, Teniola shouted, her gold bangles clinking as she paced the marble floor of his Banana Island mansion. I have brought you the head chef from the Oriental Hotel. He has prepared a feast fit for a king. Eat! Adebayo looked at the beautifully plated lobster and jollof rice. He leaned in, inhaled, and then pushed the plate away with a look of disgust. It smells of ambition, Adebayo said quietly. He didn't cook this because he loves the ingredients. He cooked it because he wants me to invest in his restaurant. I can taste the desperation in this steam. You are insane, Teniola screamed. If you don't find someone soon, you will starve to death in the middle of your billions. Adebayo ignored her and called for his most trusted driver and confidant, Babatunde. Babatunde, Adebayo said, raspy, drive. Get out of Lagos. Go towards the interior. Go towards the hills of Ekiti or the plains of Oyo. Find me a woman who cooks in the dark. A woman who knows the salt, not by its color, but by its weight. Go.